Hi everyone. So now we're going to look at this piece. This piece is a Borg device. It's from Voyager. This was designed, well, it was designed out of Zoid parts, which is a, some of you will know, is a building toy that you kind of make dinosaurs and creatures with. So this is basically a fully kit-bashed piece, and all the pieces that are on here, I believe, except actually this piece not. This is from a Zoid. This main body piece here is from a Zoid. This, I believe, is from a military vehicle, this little tiny square here. And then, of course, these pieces here. I believe this piece right here is actually from a train carriage, and that piece may also be. So basically it was designed by us on the fly with Alan Sims, prop master of Voyager. So this is Voyager specific. If I remember correctly, there was an LED here and here. But as you can see as I turn it over, that after installing all of these pieces, gluing these pieces in, we backfilled all of the areas with Bondo to make a more consistent wall thickness, as well as, because we were molding this. So this is a mold master, and we also ground out some of the internal spots on the actual toy parts. I really don't know that much about what it was used in the episode for. I just remember that this was like in the center, if I'm remembering correctly, mind you. I believe this was in the center of a big case that had this in the center of it and a bunch of other Borg nodules and stuff all the way around it that supposedly came from all of the Borg that 7 of 9 crash landed with. And these were all the parts from those individual other Borg. This more than likely had a flasher circuit. So one went on, one off, one on, one off. I'm going to bring this up closer so you can kind of see inside of it. And I'll show you some of the other detailed pieces. And as you can see, you know, it's a pretty simplistic piece, but at the same time, it's a Borg, I'm assuming they were calling it a Borg Node. Whatever that really means in the Borg world. I think almost every piece that we've ever made that's been off of a Borg has been a Borg Node. Anywhere from big giant pieces to little tiny pieces. So I think it just depends on which Borg you're taking off of, that it's a Borg Node. You know, 7 of 9 had hers in her forehead, you know, that would pop up, which was a processor of some kind. So this is, once again, a Borg Node. But once again, what I didn't tell you is, as you can see here, there are 4 screws in here, and that was to make sure that we had our mounting for, because there was a plate that went over this and it had the 4 holes in it. So when we mold this, these would be what they call the holdout for the threaded inserts that would go into the mold. So after this was molded, we would take another piece of this screw and put on a small threaded insert onto the end of it and insert that into the mold, so that when we were casting these, we could cast around the threaded insert and encapsulate it into the resin, which would then, we would have metal threads inside of the resin piece. So as the prop master is putting the battery, taking the back cover off and changing the batteries on and off as necessary, the threads would not turn into nothing and just pull out. Once again, Borg Node. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about this piece or any of the other pieces that I talk about, please put them in the comments below. And if you feel so inclined, please support me on Patreon. Thank you.